Praise the Lord. My name is Julius Munyefwa. I'm going to take you through generation. We are going to learn about what is generation and the types of generation. Welcome to my channel. Like, share, and enjoy to the end. Thank you so much. So we are going to define what is a generation. A generation refers to the group of people living at the same time, at the same place for a period of about 20 to 30 years. To 30 years until they bear their children. The children cross and also give birth to their children. That is what we call that is what we mean by the word generation. Then, how long does a generation take? A generation takes a period of 20 to 30 years in the Bible. So in the Bible, we have various types of generation. Number one, we have Adamic generation, the generation of Adam, that yet Seth, yet his offsprings. Then we have the generation of Noah. Noah had three children. He had Shem, he had Ham, then he had Japheth. Then we have the generation of the Israelite. This was the generation that came from Egypt, from the land of bondage. Then after that, we have the generation of the generation that rose after the death of Joshua. The Bible says in the book of Joshua, chapter 5, verse 2, that after the death of Joshua, a new generation spring out, a new generation came out. So we have the generation of that came out that did not know the Lord. If you read the book of Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 9, we have another generation that hated the Lord, the generation that did not know the Lord. Then also we have another type of generation. We have the generation that loved the Lord. That is found in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 10, the generation that loved the Lord. Then from Adam to Abraham, we had 14 generations. From Abraham to David, we had 14 generation. And then from King David to Jesus, from David to Babylon, when Israelites were taken to captivity, it was 14 generation. It was 14 generation, and we knew that Jesus Christ came from the generation of David. Then also we have another type of generation that refers to us, the generation of the serpent. We understand that when John the Baptist was baptizing people, the Pharisees came and wanted to be baptized by him. Then he rebuked them by telling them that, who has warned you, you evil generation, you the generation of the serpent, to warn from the coming judgment of the Lord. So we have the wicked, we have the generation of the serpent, kisasi cha nyoka. Then also we have another type of generation that is called a perverse generation. Jesus Christ warned us that this perverse generation will not pass away until his coming come. So we have a perverse generation. We have also an adulterous generation, a generation that exalts so much immorality, a generation that exalts so much fornication, that exalts so much pornography, that exalts so much LGBTQ, a generation that likes walking naked to expose themselves to sexual immorality. So we have also another type of generation we call a chosen generation. If you read in the book of First Peter chapter 2 verse 9, the Bible says that we are a chosen generation, generation that we have been called, we are a royal priesthood, people that have been called from darkness into the wonderful light, to proclaim the praises of him who has called us. So we have the chosen generation. Then also we have another type of generation that is called generation to generation. If you read the book of Genesis 17:21, the Lord instructed that the Israelites, they were to circumcise their boy child from generation to generation. They were to celebrate the Passover from one generation to another. So then we have the last type of generation, that it is the generation that is welcoming the Messiah. That generation that we are welcoming the Messiah, the generation that will usher in the Messiah. Then the other type of generation we have uh, first generation. The Bible said that the Lord judges sin from first generation to the fourth generation. So we have first generation, we have second generation, we have third generation, we have fourth generation, then up to the 10th generation, up to the 14th generation. So my question is, what generation do you belong to? May the Lord help us that we may belong to the chosen generation that we have been called to proclaim the wonders of Him who has called us from darkness into the light. May the Lord help us so much. Thank you so much. We meet next time.